So a couple things we can do to diagnose whether the tree is overwatered or underwater. And I will say, if your evergreen is already showing signs of stress, it could be too late. But one of the things that we look at is did the tree dry out? Well, if it dried out, in most cases, like this green giant, it's going to die from the top down. And in many cases, we see a lot of this happen on jobs that after the winter time, where we have those cold, dry winter winds where the plant might have dried out just before the winter started because the irrigation systems are shutting down. So why it's important to always winter water if possible is those dry winter winds will literally take the moisture out of the root ball through its foliage. Since it keeps its foliage, your broadleaf evergreens, hollies, boxwoods, arborvitae, this actually acts like a straw. Pulls the moisture out of the roots, dries the plant out. And so typically you see them die from the top down in those instances. Or you might see them burn real bad on one side, the windiest side of whatever's taking the oncoming wind. In a lot of cases it's the west, northwest side of the plant. In other cases, if the tree is overwatered or being overwatered, it will yellow from the inside out, where this inner foliage will tend to go yellow, then go orange, and then go that crispy brown color, and you'll see it get really weak and really thin. In some cases, the whole plant will go yellow. So these are just some of the red flags that we use to diagnose, well, what's going on. We use that, and then when we dive into the root ball, like we showed earlier with the dogwood, we'll see is that root ball wet, or is it dry, or is it perfect? Just kind of get an assessment of what's going on. In some cases, again, the top half of the root ball might be wet, but the bottom half might be bone dry. It is important that the entire root ball is saturated with the right amount of moisture. It's moist to the touch. You can form that ball if you can get a little bit of soil, not dig a hole, just a little bit of soil out of the root ball. Very, very, very important that you just use these cues to understand what watering needs your plants have.